Welcome everybody, my name's Cindy Burke and today I'm going to demonstrate some techniques that can be used to solve mathematical problems in a grade 4 class using Polyer's 4-stage model of problem solving. I'm going to get stuck straight into it. The problem. On the coast there are 3 lighthouses. The first lighthouse shines for 3 seconds, then off for 3. Second lighthouse shines for 4 seconds, then off for 4. And the third lighthouse shines for 5 seconds and off for 5. Got my little lighthouse here. As you can see, there's a pattern 1, 2, 3 on, off equivalent 1, 2, 3. So 3 seconds on, 3 seconds off, and so on. So straight away I can see that we could use skip counting, maybe for our grade 4s that are learning some of their multiplication tables. Otherwise, some of them already might know their 3, 4s and 5s, or maybe even their 5s, and it's a great way for them to actually get more fluent in them. So looking at Polyer's 4-stage model of problem solving, we need to understand the problem. So that's the question, and here's part A of our problem. When is the first time that all 3 lights will be off? So the first time they're all off together. So that's how I'm understanding that question. We'll leave that up there for a moment. So looking at, and that's exactly when I've got Polyer's 4-stage model here, seeing what it's asking us and what kind of primary pedagogy strategies we could use. Obviously, you know, children could act it out and lots of other things, play musical instruments to on, off, etc. But today I'm going to do a picture number line. Right. Second part of Polyer's 4-stage model of problem solving is planning it. So I've already planned it out for us. I've planned that we're going to do a picture number line, and this is how it's going to go. And because I was sort of looking at the different ways we could do it, and looking at the Australian curriculum, knowing that one of the proficiency strands in grade 4 is problem solving. And one of the content descriptions is patterns in algebra. So this is what this comes in. We can see there's a pattern 3 on, 3 off, and we can use our multiplication tables to answer this question. So let's have a look. This is how I thought I'd start with 5s, because 5s for most children they're a little bit easier to learn, and we often learn them depending on our learning abilities. Learn them early on in primary school. So we'll start with putting up our first. So the third light is on for 5 seconds. We know they all start on the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're all on, 5 on, and then they're off for 5 seconds, and then they're on for 5 seconds. And this would be something fun that the students could do. And so on. And then they could be looking at counting 5, 10, 15, and so on. I've already prepared this, so we can see straight away the third light was on for 5 seconds and off. The first light was on for 3 seconds. I thought I'd do the 3s next because they're usually learnt earlier on in primary school, and the 4s are a little bit harder. So 3 seconds on, 3 seconds off, and so on, and 4 seconds on and 4 seconds off. So straight away we can see with our picture number line, or it's sort of like a linear graph, that at the 6-second mark they're all actually off together, and that's what it's asking. What's the first time all 3 lights will be off? So that's our solution to this problem. The last part, so that's I've implemented it, which is the 3rd stage of Polyer's 4-stage model, and the last stage is reviewing it, seeing whether it was effective. I think this is a great way. It's a really nice visual way. The students can see it clearly. They can interact with you. But obviously there's other ways you can use Unifix blocks, Lego, counters, lots of different things. So now let's look at the second part of the question, part B. It's asking, when is the next time that all 3 lights will come on at the same moment? So we're using Polyer's 4-stage model of problem solving. So the first part, we need to understand the question, and from what I can understand is we're looking at all 3 lights and when they come on at the same moment. So that's what's different from the first one, because the first one was asking just when they're off. Doesn't matter if they've already been off or they've just turned off. It could be any time, where this one's exactly the same moments. They're going from all off, and then all of a sudden they all go flick on. All right. So second part of Polya's four-stage problem-solving model is making a plan, and I've already done the plan. I've also done part 3, implementing the plan for us today, so I can just pop it up and show you. So I chose, just to be creative and a little bit different, our 1 to 100 charts, and it's nice. It's a nice bright visual for the children. It's a great way for them to learn their multiplication tables. So here's our key over here. The first one, as we know, they're all on together at the start. So we can say all on, purple's on, all coloured in's on for each of them. All on, so the purple, 3 on, 3 off, 3 on, 3 off, and so on. And I've gone up to 130 over here. Also shows the children that our 1 to 100 tables, or our counting, doesn't stop at 100. It continues through. And I've got 101 up to 130 written up over here. It helps the children to get more fluent in their multiplication tables and just understand how all the numbers work. So I've gone through each one, and so the children would go through 3 on, 3 off, and they'd keep it uniformed with the purple down the bottom, green down the side, orange up the top, and go on through. And we're asking at the same moment, are all 3 lights will come on. So we can see that all 3 lights down here at the 91 second mark are all on, but the second light has already been on. So we're asking when they're all off to all on. 18, 119 and 120 mark, they're all off. Then all of a sudden, at the 121 mark, kaboom, they're all on together. So the answer would be 121 second, they are all actually on together. You could also have used this, the number 1 to 100 charts, for the first part when they're all off, because you can see here at the 6 second marks the first time, none of the squares are coloured in, they're all off, they're all just outlined. So it's another great visual. The last part of Polya's 4-stage model is the review. How did we go? I guess it could get a little bit messy, but when the children are doing it themselves, they're counting 3 on, 3 off, and it's making a lot more, it'll make a lot more sense to them. A great way to help them get more fluent in their tables. So thank you very much, everybody.